back everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the festival. So, today we are back to Forza Horizon 4, taking a look another car that was available last week, because this video is come out on 25th December 2020. And yeah, before I start here, Merry Christmas to everyone. Well, it's not Happy New Year yet. It's still not a new year. We're still at the worst possible year right now. So, anyway, hope you enjoy your holiday because, well, honestly, I really do hope you enjoy your holiday instead of watching this video right now. But yeah. And have a good time in your own house because, well, honestly, with the current situation, you probably cannot go outside that much or visit your family. So, well, hopefully you can at least still contact them with internet call or phone call, or even email, whatever messages. Try to contact them, tell them you're fine. And yeah, I hope you guys are doing fine. So anyway, today we have a car that actually available from last week, Forza Horizon season, and this is the Fiat, Fiat 19, I think. Oh come on, I already forgetting the name. uh, It is a small car, a small sports car made by Fiat, and I do love the small look of on this thing. Like, look, it's really compact, looks really sporty. I mean, I kind of wish the blockiness is still carry over, or Fiat at least make a more modern version of this car, because they did make a more modern version of the Abarth one or 124, I think. Yeah, it's the 124. The Abarth Spider 124. And this is actually a pretty good idea as well, to remake it into the modern version of it and see how it looks like. I mean, I do like this looks. I mean, this it's actually one of my first time to see this car because I never seen this car before. But oh boy, I do love this. So let's have a look around. The livery that I made here is actually just the factory paint, and then I added the stripe on it. Yeah, that's simple. So let's have a quick look around. And maybe you can see some of the stuff that I do with this car. Yeah, I upgrade this car to B class rally because, well, that's where rally goes, and I actually converted it to all-wheel drive. It's drive fine with rear-wheel drive, but for rally in this game, you want to have all-wheel drive. Like, it's just hard to drive a rally car with rear-wheel drivetrain on this game. Like, they try to emphasize the rear-wheel driveness of a car, or just the drivetrain in general. So anyway, let's have a look around. So I only put long stripes here from the front to the rear. It's really simple, one of the simplest things that you can do to your car if you want to make it more stylish, because just adding stripes like this, for example, it does add a lot of style, even though you don't need to, because by itself it actually looks pretty nice as well. Adding the stripes make cars looks more sportier, even your shitty car, like, I don't know, some of those cars that's really easily broken stuff, you can at least put the stripes on it and probably it makes looks a bit better, or just make you feel a little bit better, who knows. Because that's what you do to your car. Well, you can do what you want to your car. Anyway, so this car I upgraded to B class, as I mentioned earlier, and of course that means I put on the rally tire on it. And well, I choose the rim to be lighter because that's to make up the performance index of this car. I upgraded not quite into B class, so I had to do some adjustment, like small adjustment here and there. Alright, this one actually has a naming here, Bertone. Bertone, right? It's Italy. I'm not sure. I never really pronounce Italian properly. I mean, even if I have the accent that I could try, like for saying I'm saying very, I could try that, but it's probably not quite right either. Like on this case, it's Fiat. So yeah, it has a plastic bumper now, probably US mandated, because as far as I can tell, usually US mandated car will have one of these bumper when during the 70s or 60s, and sometimes some of them actually make it a chrome. On this car, it's not a chrome; it's just some sort of plastic or just some material that I don't really know because it's painted in black. Yeah, oh, right, this is the name. This is the Fiat X19. There we go. That's the name. Yeah, it's a mid-engine, by the way. Wait, is it an engine? I think it is. I mean, there is a vent here, and there is, yeah, I think this is a mid-engine. And I forgot. Either that or front engine. Kind of forgot, but it's really nice to drive, regardless. Really has a small exhaust there. Tire, I make it a bit wider, I think. No, I don't think I make it wider because it's already on 200, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the tire is quite big for its time, or at least when it comes out. Unless this is a modified car that comes into Forza. I'm sorry about the misinformation. But yeah, it also has a pop-up headlight here, but right now it's not open because, well, it's a sunny day on UK right now, virtual UK to be precise. So yeah, also I do like the interesting venting here. Like usually they'll try to make it in line with the side, but this one is a bit stylized. I really like that. There is some groove on the hood as well. Is it? Yeah, that the groove is actually lower, so interesting. Usually the middle is higher than the others on most car. This one, it's actually a bit lower, which is interesting design choice. Left hand steering, as you can see, I am sitting on the left side, and you have a classic dash, very old classic dash. I really love that dash because I saw it on my father's Corolla. It always brings me back whenever I see a radial dashboard like that. So, and let's hear the noise of the engine. I didn't change the engine. I think, yeah, I don't think I changed the engine at all. I mean, let's hear about it. Yeah, it's not the best when it comes to inline 4 in this game. Most inline 4 engine noise is just eh. So yeah, it's a bit too loud, like a fart can noise. It's kinda annoying to be honest, but it's fine. You can hear the actual engine noise from a video, even though it doesn't do much justice either, most of the time. So, right. Let's see on the inside here. It has a dash, as you can see there. A classic dash. Like you... Oh my god, it does bring some memories to my father's car, even though this is not my father's car at all. I mean, the time period of my father's car is pretty similar to this car. What year this is? 1975. Oh yeah, that is really close to the Corolla DX. Yeah, that is really close to the Corolla DX. And yeah, it already has a climate control already. Or AC. Interesting. My father's Corolla doesn't have that. Oh, that's interesting. And yeah, there is glove box there on the right side. I think this is a manual. Yep, of course. I forgot the original transmission of this thing, but I think it's either 4-speed or 5-speed. But well, since I modified it in this game, it obviously has 6-speed. And also I installed the anti-roll bar because, well, the roll cage more precise. Every time I always mix up between anti-roll bar and roll cage. But anyway. Obviously, I installed the roll cage because, well, it does increase the rigidity of the car. And considering the age of this car at this age usually really easily crumpled to hell. So you don't want to have no safety in there, right? But well, usually I don't put it on anyway because it does ruin the interior for some cars. But this one, it kind of works in my opinion. Looks pretty nice. But yeah, since I mentioned that this is a rally car, obviously we're going to go on a Hollywood Park Trail rally. So yeah, it counts as a classic sports car. You can drive it on the road if you want, but it will need a lot of push to get into A class. Even with the slick tire, the race tire, you still have to get into it, you know. So yes, this is a bit engine. All right, dope remove. I have it upgraded to 113 kilowatts with 195 Newton meter. It weighs under a ton. Well, to be more precise, 882 kilograms. Still pretty close, but it's considerably really light for a car this class. Well, not this class, for a car these days because there's not a lot of feature in the cars back then, alright? Especially with a small engine car. It has 1.3 liter engine in it, which is really nice. What you're going to find when you're driving this car is something like the Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato, which is just above 1,000 kilogram here. Austin Healey cars, you can see. The older BMW, this is the BMW 2002 Turbo. Bunch of Corvettes, that's not actually fast. This too isn't that exactly fast. Corvette these days are really fast. Yes, and I mentioned earlier, the Fiat themselves, this one here, which were remade into Abarth 124 with the shared chassis with the Miata. So it's really nice, by the way. Both of the cars is really nice. It's also, I upgraded this to B-Class as well. Interesting. And the Fiat Dino 2.4 Coupe. This is an even older car than this Fiat. And it's also really nice. This one is a bit heavier. Well, a bit is kind of understating it because it's 1,376 kilograms. Capri Lotus Elan Sprint, one of the most unique Lotus car. Bunch of MG, and don't mind them because they still alive, except they just making SUV to survive at this day. Bunch of Nissan Skyline and the favorite lady, the older one obviously. And yes, I love this HT 2000 GTR here. Obviously Porsche there, the Sunbeam. Bunch of older Toyotas as well. And bunch of Triumph. Triumph still making cars these days. I don't know. But yeah. Let's drive this X19 Fiat. There's pop-up headlight as you can see there. See? There is the pop-up headlight and the hood is actually open to the front. So maybe some internal component is still there. So the only thing that you probably can store is on the back of the trunk. Yeah, it actually has a trunk, which is not exactly common on with engine cars, isn't it? Alright, let's see how this car drives. So, first phase, Hollywood Park Trail. Accelerates really nicely. Gearing, I made it a bit shorter so it can upshift a lot faster. Accelerate really nicely out of the corner. And make sure I can stay in power easier. Alright, fifth gear already. Car is actually quite oversteery. Even though not exactly hard to save this car, but it just felt really light, so you've got to be careful with when you're driving this car. And as you can see, corner, this car is really good. And it's a little too grippy actually for me. For rallying, at least. Because look, it's still really fast when accelerating around the corner like that. Yeah, a bit scruffy, but you don't make rally like that. Only rallycross have other rally cars most of the time. I mean, there is another rally. Well, you will race together with other cars in rally, but mostly you're on time attack based, not like this, and you have quite the gap between rally car in the competition. Alright, I'm back on tarmac. This track honestly has more tarmac than the dirt part, so I'm going to try to find a track that has more dirt on it. Alright, that's a bit too close. I forgot how grippy this car is. And also, the same trick as A-class car, you want to keep momentum when it comes to driving slower car like this. Like, it is fast, but it's not that fast, so you've got to try to keep your momentum into the corner. So when you're out of the corner, you have all the speeds that you need to get away from your competitor easily. And yes, on corner, this car is really great. It grips really nicely. And I have a feeling if I make it for A-class race, it will be a little too much. But on B-class, this car is doing really well. Like, it has a lot of grip, it has enough acceleration. Probably not the best still, because there is always that one best car that you'll find on the meta. This one, probably not one of them. And as you can see, it's really smooth when it goes into the corner like that. Usually I have struggled with some faster cars around the corner. This car, one, because it's slow, two, because it has a lot of grip, it does make things easier. Now on the straight line, it doesn't have enough speed on the straight line. So you should try to keep your opponent away during the corner section. But like a lot of corners, like one of the chicane, hairpin route and stuff like that, hairpin turn. This car is very great. On straight, people will catch up to it. But oh boy, this thing is so good. Alright, our second race, we're on Warhead Rally Trail. So this one has a lot more dirt than the previous race. Hopefully I can show you the nimbleness of this car around this particular route. So we'll see how this goes. We're starting on tarmac, which is pretty normal. Starting on uphill start, that's kinda unfair. There is a reason why most racetrack will start on a flat ground. Because wake still matters, you know, in cars, even though they have powerful engine, wake does still matter, no matter what. Oh, it's raining too. This is a good place to show off how good the handling is. Hopefully I can show it nicely. So yeah, on rain, it's still pretty slippery, even though I'm using this tire, but you still have to be careful. And as you can see there, look how good the grip around the corner. Like, it's really easy to control this thing, and it stopped really nicely too. Alright, that's a bit too early on the turn, but I digress. It has too much grip, and that can be a problem sometimes. Like, I mean, it's fine and dandy, but sometimes that means you have less speed. A bit of a push there, sorry about that, but yeah, even on the uphill, it's still doing really well. Yeah, it's driving really nicely. Can I get into the inside? Being sneaky here. Well, he's defending the next corner though. I just noticed. But yeah, we're up a bit. Yeah, going a little wide is fine. Going a little wide is fine. Especially it's rally. It's all about cutting and trying not to roll your car. Alright, uphill. A bit struggling, but that's fine. The car is still pretty light for the engine. Yes, 882 kilograms, you know. Alright, I'm braking earlier than I was expecting there. It's been a while since I actually drove around this. Oh yeah, don't shift down without braking. That's dumb. That will break your engine. But this is a game. Sometimes it does do just fine. But try not to do that. Oh yeah, the other problem is since there is some water sometimes on the rally route, this car will slow down immensely simply because it's too light. That's the problem with this game sometimes. When your car is too light, you cannot try to get through a certain obstacle like a water hazard, for example, or a bunch of destructible objects because it will slow this car down tremendously. So you want to keep away from those stuff as much as possible, and for the water splash, you want to try to find the shallowest place possible when you're driving with this car. So that one, nice. That one is, oh my god, 4-second lead. 4-second lead, that is very good. Much of BMW 2002 Turbo. Wow. I mean, BMW 2002 Turbo is also a rally car. And a really nice classic rally car as well. I really like the looks of it. Alright, we got the first position again. Yeah, even with the BMW 2002, which is still considered as a small car in my opinion, this car is still a lot smaller than that. Right then, on to the last race, shall we? For our final race, we're on Derwent Water Trail, one of my favorite rally track, especially for faster rally car. So how fun this particular track could be, because there is a bunch of water hazard on the way and some destructible object that is quite heavy. That's even on some of the faster car and heavier car, it will still slow down the car quite tremendously. So I hope I don't have to show that, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Starting on uphill again. Unfair, of course. But yeah, we're accelerating nicely here on the dirt compared to the AI. And yes, I don't even have to brake there. I don't even have to brake around there because it's that great with the grip. I really like it. I'll have to on the outside for the next corner. Bit of a break there because that was quite a dangerous place to be. Ah yeah, as you can see there, it's really slow there. It slowed down tremendously there. Like objects like that will be fine, but heavier objects, I doubt this can keep the speed in this game. But yeah, oh my god, that is a really great overtake from the outside. There is a lot of speed in there. Yeah, on the corner, this car is a beast. Oh my god, we are catching up with the first place now. Alright, that's a bit too low on the gear. That corner, actually a third gear corner, interesting. But yeah, on the straight line, they will catch up really easily to me, so I need to defend. Up until the next corner, which is like here. So I need to brake. Ooh, okay, that was a big crash, actually. That will be a big crash. Good thing this game is bump friendly. Oh, sorry about the ice cream, buddy. I'll pay for that. Alright, now we're back on tarmac though. Oh, sad day. But we still can keep up against them, especially with there is a lot of corner here that we can make a lot of time against them. Corners is your best friend in this car, and I love it. Oh yeah, still above 100 kilometers on that corner, as you can see there. That's just how great this car is. So yeah, we're approaching the finish line quite fast here. Like, that long sweeping corner is actually the biggest advantage to this car, because this car can keep a lot of speed around that corner. It can keep a lot of speed through the corner with this car. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. Alright, 3 seconds. Well, almost 3 seconds ahead. Damn. Wow. That's a lot of seconds. Oh my god. The cornering of this car, it's so good. If you like corners and, well, racing around the corners, this car is really for you, because oh boy, it has a lot of corner grip, and well, it still can go out with its tail, but you know, if you have a good control, this car is really good. Well, probably not recommended for online race, I guess, but I haven't really tried it on online race yet, so we'll see about that. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure someone is already make a video about it on online race, so yeah, I'm going to check that out later. But anyway, this is the Fiat X19. It's such a lovely car, a really small car that I like to drive, and it's really good. I'm telling you, this car is really good. Well, as far as it gets tuned up, alright? But even without the tuning, like coming from the factory, this car is actually pretty fun to drive. So, yeah. Oh yeah, it's so lovely, isn't it? Like, come on. Yeah, you will fall in love with this car if you try to drive one. I'm pretty sure. And it's mid-engine too, one of my favorite engine placement. Even though, well, it's quite complex to maintain it since it's mid-engine. So yeah. Fiat X19. A really good car for cornering, and I promise you, you will love it when you throw it around the corner like so. See? 150 kilometers. Oh boy, a bit too wide there. This car just brings happiness. I promise you, it will bring you some happiness when you're driving one of these. Alright everyone, Shikai Hokan here, reporting for the end of the the video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's content. If you like it, feel free to activate that like button. If you want to see more of my content, you can put a mark on my head with that subscribe button. And lastly, any kind of support and feedback would be really appreciated. So, thanks for watching, and remember, I'm keeping my eyes on you. Keep on living, buddy.